Hello there, Taurus. I hope you're keeping well. So this is your collective love reading. It's going to run from mid-August up until mid-September. You can see the spread's already underway here, and at the back, usually this is the recent past, okay, where the King of Swords is here and the Seven of Wands in reverse. But I've been strongly guided by Spirit since introducing the next batch of readings to start looking more forward, or looking at where the energy is now instead of looking back at the past. It's as if there's been a collective shift forward, or there's been a change in perspective since the pandemic that's gone through, and an adjustment in people's frame of mind, shall we say. And there's something that needs to be highlighted here about being assertive and taking action moving forward. So yeah, this is the energy that I've got Taurus collectively being in as of this moment. If it doesn't fit for you, it doesn't mean the rest of the reading is irrelevant. Just claim the bits that do fit, drop those that don't. Again, I'm hearing North Node. North Node represents your karmic path. So if you want to find out what that is, go over to a star sign calculator, input your details, put in 12 o'clock if you don't know when you were born. Go down to North Node and see what sign it was placed in when you were born, and listen to that reading, okay? You may find that's more fitting for you than what your Taurus reading is. Okay, so the spread is underway here, as you can see, and at the back we've got the King of Swords, as I said, and the Seven of Wands that's in reverse. I have been feeling an eagerness coming into the reading, but there's also been a underlying feeling of nerves as well. Or wanting to, I feel, say something, or wanting to express something. I wouldn't say anxiety, I think that's a too strong a word, but there's been a, nervousness, shall we say. I don't fully feel it's coming from your side. I feel it is an energy that's coming from somebody externally, and their worries and concerns are there because your approach now is more action orientated with this King of Swords energy, and you're letting an issue go, something which may have caused you to be defensive in the past, and you're moving on. That's what I'm getting as of this moment. The energy for you, I'm sensing, feels calm or calmer, or it's going to go in that direction. I'm not feeling it though for somebody that wants to express something to you, shall we say. But let's have a look at this King of Swords energy and see where else you are at. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this King of Swords energy? What can you give me, please, Spirit? Oh, no messing there. You're taking action, I feel, from this self-imposed prison. There's been plenty of reflection that's been going on, or a lot that's been going on in the mind, and you may now have let your barriers down, your guard down, even with yourself, and acknowledging and accepting something for what it actually is, and you're deciding, I'm just moving on. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this current energy for Taurus? And yeah, there we go. You're heading towards healing, or there's somewhere that you're trying to get towards. You know that keeping yourself in that energy or that frame of mind, it's just counterproductive for you, but you're letting the issue go. Yeah, it's taking its time. I feel there's been some competitiveness though of trying to get your point across to somebody else, as if to be heard. And now that you've let the issue go, you may have come to some type of resolve within yourself that you feel you don't need to prove a point anymore, and you've just let your guard down and thought, well, what'll be will be, and you've walked on ahead and you're just looking in front of you. But this is now causing a party on the outside, I feel, to gravitate back towards you. And there we have the Page of Pentacles. You may have had a message coming in, and that could be that wanting of somebody to come into your energy, to deliver something to you, a message or some type of communication, But with this being in the area of where you are at the moment, Taurus, I'm also feeling this is you going back and starting something again, or making adjustments to something. The page, yeah, it's seen as new energy. It's a good, keen energy. It's enthusiastic. It can also be seen as lesser, earlier, even immature. Sorry, I can't get my words out. Even immature in some ways, but I'm not getting that vibe here. What I'm getting with it, because it does have a counselling vibe to it, a therapy vibe. I feel you've taken a step back and there's been a readjustment. There's been an adjustment somewhere on your thoughts or perspective on something. Possibly you stepping out of this Eight of Swords energy, and that's why your defense has come down and you're moving forward. What else can you give me on where Taurus is at the moment, please, Spirit? Yeah, and it's allowed you to let go of something. There's been something that you've invested yourself into quite heavily. You would have been enthusiastic about it before, passionate about it, maybe running in alignment with somebody else. They may have felt on the same page. If it is that you are single, I feel there's finally a letting go of this upset. There was this guardedness that you was holding on to, and I feel whilst being in the lockdown, a lot of us have been ruminating over things because we've not been able to get out and put ourselves in environments where we can distract ourselves from anything that can be at times tormenting us mentally. But I feel now that you've been able to explore or get outside and become more sociable. There's been subtle distractions that have come in and has given your mind a break from this repetitive I can't get the word, it's there. Something that had quite a lot of ownership over your mind at times. You did go into it quite enthusiastically. It did capture you. From the beginning, you pursued it passionately, but then it got to a point where it was more exhausting in the end and you wanted to let go of that responsibility. Spirit's telling me to pull another card. It may be that if you're single and you'd come out of a long-term relationship, this is now putting yourself in the position to get out there dating again. For others of you, I feel this is just letting someone go. Letting this, I'm hearing illusion, letting this illusion of what you thought something was, and you realised it isn't. You're letting it go. You've just not got time for it. What else can you give me? What is this 10 of Wands energy, please, Spirit, that Taurus wanted to let go of? Partnership. Okay, so let's see where your party, whoever it is that you're investing your thoughts into, how they're coming into the reading. So we've got this Hangman energy here. There's a holding back, there's a resistance, there's a wanting to block. I'm not sensing a stagnation, okay? I'm sensing there's a lack of confidence here, and they're waiting within themselves to get the go-ahead, to get the green light of when to assert themselves. But this isn't towards you as of this moment. This is just how they're coming into the reading, their energy collectively. So this is bearing in mind as well what's going on within their environment, within themselves. What can you give me, please, Spirit, for Taurus's party coming into the reading? The Ace of Cups. I feel he may have been given some type of emotional support from somewhere. This could possibly be because there's been a breakup, maybe with you, or there's a knowing that they want to offer that cup to somebody else or to you even. And if it is a bringing back of a relationship, there's a lot of consideration going on here of how they're going to deliver this message. They know they've got to get it right. Because there's a wanting of a second chance here. There's a wanting of getting it right this time. What else can you give me on this Judgment card, please, Spirit? What else can you give me on this Judgment card? Quite a bit of Sagittarius within this reading, so you may have it strongly within your chart, or you're involved with a Sag. 9 of Swords. But the stress is has got hold of them here, has got ownership of them. They just don't know when to do it. Where's the 9 of Swords here, please, Spirit? Where's the 9 of Swords here for Taurus's party? They may have not been upfront about something, or they're trying to make progress and not acknowledge something within themselves that they need to deal with. I feel the 7 of Swords at times gets a bit of a bad rap, to be honest, because people think that it's all about being deceiving or dishonesty or something like that. At times, though, it can be this lady here has got thoughts going on within her mind. Remember, not gender specific. And the thoughts or the stress that she's got going on for her, she's only taken the 5 out of the 7 swords, leaving 2 of them behind. She's wanted to walk away and make progress. And the 2 that she's leaving behind, it's as if she's not ready to deal with them yet, or she doesn't want to go there, as if pushing them to the back of her mind. What else can you give me on this 7 of Swords, please, Spirit? Five of Swords. For some of you, I feel like there has been another party that they've been involved with, or they've been wanting to, not to timing you, but they're interested in you and they need to finish that party that they're with first. And they're holding out for the right moment. Maybe they don't know what to do before they approach you. Where's the 5 of Swords here, please, Spirit? What's this 5 of Swords representing within the reading? Page of Wands. More fire energy. Quite strong, as I said, Sagittarius within this reading. You've got the Page of Wands twice now. So there's something that they want to passionately pursue. And sorry, going back, you've got quite a bit of Gemini within this reading as well. So we have a passionately pursuing something, or they've passionately pursued something, and it's not had the most honest energy around it, shall we say. They've not been completely upfront about something, and I feel that's what's simmering behind the scenes. They may be coming across your party, or somebody that's interested in you in a enthusiastic, really interested type manner. But there's something behind them that, or something going on in the background that I feel they're not being completely upfront about, but it's stressing them out. There's a conscience here. But there's a wanting for them to create that solid foundation, to create a good starting point with you. But I don't think they know when to be honest about what it is that's gone down before. Judgment, yeah, it can represent marriage, but I'm not really getting that. For some of you, I feel that they may have been involved with somebody else before they got with you, and they may have been running you both sides and together at the same time, even though you may have been only seeing each other quite casually, shall we say. Some of you, or there's an energy coming through really strongly that this party that's here has a really strong spiritual vibe, and because there's a conscience to them, or they believe in the likes of karma and things like that, but they're resisting coming forward because they feel really responsible for something that's happened before. Because this Judgment card can also, it can represent hesitation, reflection, and with the 9 of Swords being there, that's like a stress. And I feel that they're thinking something bad is going to happen, like a doom. There's a kind of a doom feeling, or an anxiety, which is getting stronger coming into the reading. Now I'm engaging more in their energy. But it's as if they need to grab the bull by the horns and make the changes, but they're resisting that with that hangman energy that's there as well. And I feel they're stuck. They're stuck because they feel they are of some karmic cycle or something they've done before. I feel they're being quite hard on themselves, you know. So what do we have, please, Spirit, on this page of Wands energy? This is how your party, how they feel towards you as of this moment. We can see here, as we've seen in the last part of the spread, passionate, feel passionate towards you. They want to come and present you with something that they feel enthusiastic about. They feel keen, wanting to be proactive and motivated. My words are going to start stuttering now because I'm channeling absolutely loads. There's so much that they want to say here, but there's also a lot that's holding them back. And it's that Nine of Swords, Judgment, Hangman, Seven of Swords energy, Five of Swords energy. Okay, so what do we have here, please, Spirit, on this page of Wands? Temperance. And the Chariot. They feel there's something here for the long term. They feel it's something that's worth investing into, and they'll kind of get a good, let's say, return on it, shall we say. There's a unique bond there, or they see something in you that is different compared to what they've experienced in another relationship before. They may have been using some type of manifestations, maybe law of attraction, something like that, to try and guide your energy in. There is a spiritual flair to this energy, and I'm feeling this is why there's so much emphasis put on this karmic cycle as such. Even though karma is good and bad, it's just a representative word to say to the action or what we send out into the universe. What else can you give me on this Chariot energy and Temperance, please, Spirit? There's a lot of major arcana here as well. So there's a lot of movement here within their energy. And they're looking for that opportunity with you. They feel that spark there with you. Something that's there that hasn't been with somebody else. Going back to that Temperance energy, though, that's there. I do strongly feel, because that can be hesitancy as well, because you're going to work on something to get it right for such a long period of time. And it's about patience, the balance and timing. It's all key, because there's such a strong desire, such a strong want to get this outcome to be right, or as close to as ideal as you want it to be. And I feel they're really planning this, what is on their mind and how they feel towards you. They feel they need to be honest, because the Chariot's journey isn't straightforward. It's a difficult journey. And I'm just saying, they just want everything out on the table. They just want everything clear and out there. But I feel they think you're going to be put off from the beginning. Okay, so what's going on in their environment as of this moment, please, Spirit, with this Eight of Wands energy? So this is what's going on for your party within their environment that apparently you're not aware of. So there's a shift here, wanting to move forward. This can be with communication. This can be with just wanting to move forward within life. This can be manifestations being sent out into the universe. But let's just have a look for you. What have we got on this Eight of Wands, please, Spirit? The World card. They wanted to get towards their goal, because there's so much potential there. They feel that there's a lot to offer. or possibly what is blocking them is they're trying to be proactive to get towards their goal, but there's a lot of distractions here. There's a lot of things that are unclear. I'm being drawn really strongly towards the heart with the wings on it there. There's also a vibe here though, if they know the direction that they want to go in, or somebody does. This Eight of Wands and the World card can be an energy that's external to them as well. It can be somebody that they're involved with. But with this Seven of Cups, this is kind of a wake-up call. There's a truth here that needs to be revealed, or something needs to be accepted at face value or seen for what it actually is. There's someone here that's refusing. They're kind of putting their head in the clouds a little bit, I feel, refusing to see a situation for what it actually is, or I feel not taking responsibility of a situation for what they've created. And maybe running in the background, the back of the mind there. Do you remember back at the beginning when we had the Seven of Swords energy? Sorry, just let me get that card for you. That energy there. What they're not owning up to, even within themselves, if it isn't to another party, can be that Two of Swords. That can be the issue that they're walking away from. That's this here. It's got the head in the clouds. If they're trying to sugarcoat something and not accepting it or looking at it for what it really is. Okay, what else can you give me on this Seven of Cups, please, Spirit? What's going on externally for Taurus's party, within their environment, with this World card and Seven of Cups? The Hierophant. They're wanting to do the right thing, or they may be confided in somebody at the moment, or falling really heavily on their spirituality. And that's because there's some regret there. There's some pessimism there. I feel they are dealing with something at the minute where there's a conscience. What's the conscience, please, Spirit? What's the conscience? What's the conscience or disappointment about, please, Spirit? I'll tell you what. Oh, there we go. There was no messing there. Third party. So this can be collaborating with somebody else. It doesn't necessarily mean, third party doesn't always represent intimately being involved with somebody. It is coming up in a love reading. It can represent something that they're addicted to, something they just can't let go of, a poor coping mechanism. There's a imposing family member that they're just not seeing eye to eye with at the moment, that's causing more impact on their life moving forward, that they're not quite offering up or being honest about. There's an alternative direction that they're trying to go here, I feel, to find solutions for the situation that they're in. For some of you, I feel they're still involved with, they may have had a relationship where there's children involved, or there's something going through, maybe like a divorce, and they're still caught up in that, but they don't want to be taking it into the relationship with you in case it unsettles things a little bit. And it may not, but they just don't want to take the risk anyway. What's this Three of Pentacles about, please, Spirit? Where's the Three of Pentacles here? But they're being influenced. I feel they're being nitpicked at the side. Like there's someone going at them at the side, really nagging them. Nine of Pentacles. I feel they're involved with somebody that they're possibly separating, going different ways. Or they can't just let go of each other as of yet. They can't do that. But the Nine of Pentacles, it does have success and good fortune connected to it. It is all about the abundance and how the person in that energy has worked hard to get where they are. But at times it can be quite a dreamy-like state as well. And I feel they're keeping themselves in that dreamy-like state. It may not be them, it may be the other person. but I'm feeling more that it's them, because there's an emotional restlessness somewhere. There's something not quite settled within them, and they don't want to go there, but there's this issue that they need to address, so the rest of the life can unfold, so they can move forward productively. I just feel that they don't want to go there. I feel you're in their sights. They're what they're aiming for. You are what they want. But there's just this nitpicking that's at the side, and they're trying to ignore it, but by ignoring it, it's not going to go anywhere. What else can you give me on this Nine of Pentacles, please, Spirit? What is it that they're trying to ignore? What is it that this Nine of Pentacles energy is trying to ignore? The Eight of Wands. Moving forward or communication. You've got that out twice now. Change is taking place. Massive change. An ultimatum's been called here, because eights is about change. And sorry, I'm getting so many messages through at the moment. I'm recognizing your limitations, and I feel somebody has told them they're either in or they're out, and given them boundaries of what their expectations are towards a relationship that they're in, that your party is in. This is what I feel. But they've got their sights on you. I don't think there's full commitment. This isn't going to be for all of you, because the messages have changed slightly. But I don't think there's a full commitment to the other party that they're involved with, and the other party wants more. Okay, so let's go and see what we can get with this Page of Cups energy. Again, more keen energy, a new energy. Yep, it is Page. It is a Page energy, but Pages, it's about new beginnings. It's about fresh starts. And this is what they want to offer. This is what they want to offer to you as of this moment. There's so much Sagittarius though, guys, in this reading. Okay, so this Page of Cups, what is it that they'd like from the connection with Taurus as of this moment, please? Nine of Pentacles again. Right, I'm just going to put it out there. I don't know whether some of you, what they want is they want the best of both worlds, okay? And this is not what they're not being completely honest about it. They want to stay how they are, but they also want more commitment from you as well. This Nine of Pentacles can be about now being able to indulge and appreciate the finer things in life. They've really worked and grafted to get to that position, but it can also be seen as a single person's card. Yep, there's a lot of pages within the reading, and that is seen as new, fresh, keen, enthusiastic energy. It's good, but it can also be seen as well as not the most committal. I feel in this Page of Cups is they're trying to start something, trying to prompt something, to try and initiate something, but there's this reservation here somewhere. There's this holding back, kind of a dilly-dallying type energy. They're not getting on with it. Okay, what can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Nine of Pentacles energy? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's somebody that they're dealing with, I feel, that wants more commitment from them, or what their expectations are of you as of this moment are unrealistic. This Queen of Pentacles can be, she's too money up, can't get the words out, too money orientated. She's caught up in her career. There's lack of a want to have the responsibility of a relationship. I feel that's for some of you. There's so much faffing around, I feel, within this reading. I'm sorry if that's the way it's coming across, but that's just the energy that I'm getting within the reading. There's a messing around energy here, as if you don't need to be standing for it, but yet you're the goal. Knight of Wands energy. Possible player vibe. I feel some of you are involved with a party here that is giving you mixed messages. Very career orientated, very money orientated, success driven. But there's something that they're holding back. Now, the holding back is of what their honest intentions are behind the commitment with you. Or there's also another party that they're involved with as well, and they're playing them at the same. They're playing them the same way. I'm getting a feeling if they reel you in, they kind of reel you in, and then when you let your guard down, you realise you're not going to get what you want, and then you take action and move on, and then they come back again. It's as if there's this game playing energy within it. The Knight of Wands, when it's in reverse, can be really impulsive type energy. Not reckless, that seems too much of a harsh word, but not in it for the long run. Very in and out type energy. Passionate, yeah, without a doubt, but it's very ego driven and about themselves. And I feel that's all caught up in that energy here of what they want from the connection with you. They want to offer you something, just that little bit to reel you in. But they're so caught up in their own needs at the moment, so self-absorbed with their own needs, that they offer you just enough to keep you there. And then you move on. Then you take action. I feel that's you. And when you take action, or you take action because of the energy that you feel you're vibrating in with them, the vibe that you get, it's just not a good vibe, and that you're being compromised, possibly with somebody else or with something else, a job, another family member, whatever it is, but you're being compromised. It can even be with their ego of wanting to not fully commit. That can be you on one side of one pentacle, and the other pentacle being they don't want to part up on their freedom. They don't want to part up on they don't want to invest into a relationship anymore. And there we have it. The Eight of Wands again. This indecisiveness about moving forward, but they're making sure that their needs are getting met. And they'll swoop back in, they will. They come back in every time you try to take action. You let your guard down, you start going or feel like you're going towards possibly, even contentment or a more committal place with them. And then they back off again, they withdraw. And then there we have it. The Hangman energy. They could possibly go quiet. It can come to an abrupt stop. There's so much passion within this reading. There really is a lot of passion within this reading. A lot of Sagittarius energy. A lot of Sagittarius energy. It may be that you have strong Sagittarius within your chart, but it doesn't invalidate the reading just because you're not involved with a Sag. But there's definitely a lot here. A lot of swooping you off your feet. And every time you try to step outside of the box a little bit because you're not being fulfilled, or you're not on the same page of what you both want from this connection, when you start to edge your way out or take action, they come in again. They're like a crow. They come in again and just swoop you off your feet again, or with like this swift action, and try to change the situation and do just enough to skim over the cracks a little bit, I feel. So this universe card that's at the end here, this is guidance from spirit. Remember guys, it is just guidance. You don't have to take the advice, but it's just something that spirit is suggesting that you work on to help you move forward, to help you progress. This as well is also the the World card. It's typically seen as the World card, which is in your usual tarot deck. And this is reinforcing that message. This is going over again what spirit was bringing me into the reading with, of not looking back at the past, of investing back into yourself and moving forward and not settling, not tolerating the unnecessary. Or if it is that you need to at the moment, try and find an outlet or something that you can do to distract you from your situation that you're in. I know it's easier said than done, but it's as if you've come a long way on where you're at and you've made a lot of progress, and it's about recognizing that within yourself. I feel there's just more out there for you, or that's what they're saying. There's more fulfillment out there for you that you can work with, that there's this striving vibe that goes with this energy that you're involved with. It's too much gameplay and there's too many ego strokes that this party needs. There's something a bit shady about it, but you've definitely gained something. From how they behave, at least. And I do feel it's about, sorry, I paused for a long moment there. I do feel it's about you taking your time out, investing it back into yourself and working out the direction that you want to go and not settling for this type of energy. You're worth more than that. Spirit's just quickly taking me back to the Star card that's up at the top here. It's as if you've already been through down the path of healing, and a lot of work has already been put in, and there's been upset there before with that 8 of Swords energy. I'll just move the camera over slightly so you can see it at the top there. And it's as if you are stepping out of that energy now and maybe finding your confidence again. You've worked on yourself to get yourself to the place that you're at now, and there's no reason to be accepting anything less or anybody messing you around. You've worked too hard to be where you're at. And things that aren't working for you, any burdens, any heavy responsibilities, it's about eliminating them and placing your time in areas where you're going to thrive. Because you've worked towards trying to thrive or getting yourself in a position where you're going to thrive, not being or remaining in a position where you're needing to protect yourself. I feel there's been a lot of work that's gone on to get you to the place that you are now, and it's as if you don't want somebody else coming in and rocking the boat and triggering anything for you again, because you finally started to let your guard down. They're not worth it. Oh guys, I hope this has been of help. I do feel, it's not been the best reading in some ways. It has insightful wise, I feel. But if it is that this resonates for you, then you know that you've got free will here. You can make change to this. If any of this is familiar for you, then you know that I've got the heads up here, and you can work towards or go in the direction that you want to. You don't have to put up with this. And this is the beauty of readings, is because it can give you insight into situations or parts of things that you have not even come into your awareness yet. So you're getting like a replay, a rehearsal. But I wish you all the luck. Massive hugs being sent your way. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. And yeah, look forward to catching up with you mid-September. Over and out.